Council on this Tuesday, August the 5th, 2025. And we have all of our council members here. We welcome the public who have joined us here and our directors and other staff. And those who are joining us remotely, we welcome you this evening. We'll start out this evening by having a Pledge of Allegiance by Councilmember Rogers, after which Councilmember Williams will have opening remarks.
All right, repeat the pledge with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our dear Father in heaven, as we come before thee this evening at the Pleasant Grove City Council meeting, we wish to thank thee for the blessings that we have of living in this great country, in this great state, this beautiful city of Pleasant Grove. We ask thee, Father, to help us and bless us, that we may be mindful of residents, of all of our residents in our city, that we may make good policies and decisions, that we may be kind and obedient to the laws of the land, as well as in line with thy will. Help us to help others and bless the lives of those around us. We pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Now we need an approval of tonight's meeting agenda. I think we have one item we're going to continue. Is that correct, Scott?
Yes, Mayor, we'd like to continue item 10A to our meeting August 19th.
Mayor, I'd like to approve tonight's meeting agenda with the redaction of 10A, or the postponement of 10A.
We have a motion by Councilmember Williams. Do I have a second? Second by Councilmember Jensen. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Now move to our open session and invite anybody to come forward who would like to come forward and address the council at this time. Welcome.
Hi,
Would you just state your name for us?
Tamara Naylor. I just wanted to let you know there's a safety concern in the city that people approached me about. There's a new development around 6th West, Macon Dreams. I don't know if that's the actual developer, but between 6th West and 13th West, there's 1500 North that cars cross through there very fast. And two of the families that live along that route are very concerned and are asking if there could be a stop sign put in, or two. They've offered to pay for speed bumps if necessary, but there's snowplow issues. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it. All the important people are here who can make that happen. So between 6th West and 13th West, 1500 North, if we could slow the cars down there somehow, that'd be great. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. I see no one else coming forward, so we will now close our open session and bring it back up here to the council and move on to item number 6, our consent items, which include
Mayor, can I just make a comment on that?
Yes.
Because there's been some
Go ahead.
been some work on that, and I want to make sure that Tamara got her answers back. So I think you're referring to 1500 North. Is that right? Between 1300 West and 600 West. I approached Neil. Neil and I walked that street, 1500, one afternoon, and the problem that we have is that it's going to need a road study, according to the laws, and so we worked with Chief Keldon Brown, and we put up some speed limit actuators, speed actuators. We're hoping that in the future we can continue to work on that road, but we're gonna continue to do that. So there has been work on, and we'll continue to work with the residents to ensure that gets done. So, but Keldon and Neil can give you more information if you want.
Thank you. Okay, we'll now move on to our consent items, which include A to K, and majority of them are our payments to all the work we've got going on in our community, so we won't go through those items. So I ask for a motion for our consent items.
I need to recuse myself from item I. Tina, in regards to recusing myself, do I need to recuse from the entire consent agenda item or just a specific item in which? You can just say aye. Okay. And then do I still vote on the other ones, or not vote, but consent? Okay. So just say it specifically, but then I can approve the others?
The practical answer is, all we need is 3 people.
Oh, okay.
If you just abstain or recuse yourself.
Okay.
The whole thing, it works the same, right?
Okay.
It doesn't really affect the outcome.
Okay, so I'll recuse myself from I because I'm related to the applicant, A. Wolf Construction.
Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve tonight's consent items as listed on the agenda.
We have a motion by Councilmember Jensen. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Anderson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Now move on to, we do not have any board commissioner committee appointments or presentations this evening, and we do not have a public hearing this evening. We'll move right on to our only action item, and it is 10B, to consider for Resolution 2025-031, revising and amending the Public Works Standard Specifications and Drawings Manual, including amendments into Chapter 5 Standard Drawings, Division 1, deleting the Standard Drawing 24 and 25, and replacing Standard Drawing 19, 19A, and 20 on new drawings. And this is a citywide impact, and we'll turn time over to Director Winterton.
Periodically, there will be a time and a need to update our standards and specification. It's a large 250 or 300-page book that guides contractors on how to build within the city of Pleasant Grove. And currently, the one that we are recommending to delete is a dead-end street that ends without an asphalt turnaround. And so maybe we should just pull that up if we have it. When a street is about to develop, but there's an adjacent property next to it that is not quite ready to develop, there's a need for turnaround for public safety vehicles. I'm sorry, I don't have my laptop with me today, but Sierra was prepared. And so, well, I need to drag this over probably. And so, let's see. This is the one we're adding. Was there the other one that we're deleting? Right here? Okay, yeah. Almost. Well, I don't have that pulled up right now. Let's see. It's number 24. So you can, we're just taking a tour here. You can see that it tells you how to stub a street with a temporary turnaround. This is it right here. So we have a need for garbage trucks or public safety vehicles to make a turnaround at the end of a street that is dying into a vacant property. And up till this point, and I don't know when it started, we have allowed a concrete pad to be poured on the property that the person is developing. And there's supposed to be no parking anytime signs, and the residents are supposed to abide by that. It's not quite working out that well. We find that most of the residents who have what would be considered a temporary turnaround on their property have a convenient RV pad. And so then the garbage truck goes to turn around, or any vehicle for that matter has the right to turn around and they're unable to do so. And then it becomes an enforcement issue, and this is quite rare in the world of development today, so it's more of an outdated standard that I'd like to consider deleting from the standards and specifications. The alternative to that is to simply create an asphalt hammerhead that is a temporary hammerhead turnaround that is delineated by curb. And that's already in a specification, and it's already written down in the code for the city engineer to allow that type of turnaround. And that's what we have been requiring as of late. And so it's more of an outdated drawing that we just need to delete. And then once it goes through, we can take out the hammerhead and just complete the street as a through street. So that's what's before you for the first half. And then on the second half, it's quite simple. Up until this point, our secondary water specification has been to just include a box. Well, we have updated our way that we're installing secondary meters, and we're having the contractors install that similarly. So that's an updated specification for the secondary meter box in preparation for the detail that we have and have been using. We have been asking the contractors to do this, and they have been doing this already. Now it's just in our publication. Quick, simple. Any questions?
So no effect on the current situation with the driveways? No, because I know of a couple of them.
Yeah.
So if they change, if they seek some sort of permit, they may have to change it, but for right now, they'll be.
I mean, I would say it would be difficult for us to want to have them change that. That's quite a large expense if they were to do an addition or something. But when the road goes through, that problem goes away. But as far as a temporary turnaround, it's an enforcement issue that we will continue to ask them not to park there and continue to have it as no parking, because it is our turnaround for our city and our service vehicles.
So can plows do a hammerhead?
Plows can do a hammerhead much better than they can do a straight dead end.
Yeah.
And whether or not, given the particular turnaround that ends up there, it's more challenging than a cul-de-sac, but better than just the straight dead end with the.
Yeah, 'cause especially if you've got cars that are parked along,
Yeah.
and that we're just pushing snow up to the
Yeah.
end of it.
And again, better than an RV pad that someone has just parked their trailer or RV or vehicle or something else. And then there's literally no turnaround at the end of the street.
Yeah. How do you plow a hammerhead?
You back up it and then plow out, or if the hammerhead's large enough, you can make that turn if there are no cars parked in there.
So push, back out. Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds like it's time for a ride along.
Yeah.
yeah. Any questions related to
Yeah.
and frankly,
It's too
as
hot.
we go through these, I will be bringing a lot of changes just as we learn and grow, and with the stormwater requirements as part of our audit, we'll need to just change some things. So this is going to be one of quite a few in the future.
Any other questions for Neil? Nope. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Sierra, for
Okay, with that,
providing that.
if no other discussion from the council here, I ask for a motion on Resolution 2025-031.
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve Resolution 2025-031 as read.
I have a motion by Councilmember Anderson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Jensen. And this will be a roll call vote, and we'll start out with Councilmember Anderson,
Yes.
Councilmember Jensen,
Yes.
Councilmember Lamone,
Yes.
Councilmember Rogers,
Yes.
and Councilmember Williams.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That concludes our action items for vote this evening, and so we'll move back into and finish up and I still can't see her. Oh, I see you now, Megan, okay. We're gonna have to have Wendy move, so you were in my blind spot, and I'm glad you came to me and says, hey, Mayor, I've got something tonight.
Not abnormal for people to miss me. Usually I'm hiding down below somewhere.
Okay.
Behind tall people.
Megan, I share your grief.
Hey, see, you know how it feels.
We can't help it, can we?
All right, so a couple of updates with Rec Department. We start tomorrow our annual cleaning. Well, technically it starts Thursday, but tomorrow our building is also closed because the generator's officially getting hooked to the electricity, whatever
Such a
technical.
cute social media using the firemen.
Oh,
So
yeah, actually,
cute.
we haven't even talked about that. Yeah, they did. Andy is kicking butt at the social media. She's got Kate helping her a little bit too from the office. They're doing a really great job. So yeah, annual cleaning is happening this week, and we will now for the third year on Friday have our annual department-wide training as well. So have a speaker coming in. Hopefully we can get people kind of all on the same page and kumbaya and just keep doing what we're doing and doing a really good job at the rec center. So that's happening this week. Summerbration obviously is happening. Question for you. It sounds like in the past you guys have had a booth there. Is that the case?
Pass, but, yeah.
Do you want one this year? Andy is asking.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Yes?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay,
I already have a booth. My van's gonna be there.
that's true.
We're running the pony, we're sponsoring the pony rides.
I'm sponsoring, More Energy Health is sponsoring the dance and
Oh, nice.
DJ.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it's good to have a presence there.
Yes,
Yeah.
it just says Pleasant Grove City, it's a canopy, and we're there to.
Do you have a canopy, or do we need to gather some of that?
Eric would love to bring a can.
Dion has been really nice, bringing canopy, table and chairs,
Okay.
and water.
Dion, you
Thanks,
can, you
Dion.
can help with that?
I thought he
Okay,
was
sweet.
ignoring.
Okay, that sounds good. We will make sure you're on the map, and we're planning for you.
Okay.
Andy would also love some help of judging the costume contest.
That we can do as well.
Perfect. So 7 o'clock that will happen. We'll come wrangle you guys up for those that are there,
Okay.
and we'll get you going on that. But should be a really fun event. Summerbration, she's added a lot to it, and has the Wicked theme going on. I think it's going to be an awesome event. So we're excited, and it's awesome that it's downtown, close to all the businesses
it's
and
always
everything.
good.
So we're excited. And then lastly, just to put on your, just an FYI, so URPA, Utah Parks and Rec Association, they are holding a parks training at Family Cook Family Park. I did it again. I did it the first, I don't know why I do that every time. Cook Family Park, August 27th. So Scott will be there, we'll have Dion there, probably Horrocks and a bunch of the contractors, but it's going to be a great opportunity. They're bringing anybody from the state, probably about 60 to 70 parks professionals that are coming to check out the Cook Park and see how things are going and talk about operations and questions and all the things. So that's going to be a cool event, and appreciate Dion being a part of that and Scott and those guys helping with that, because that's going to be a cool event that we were having there. So, and then other than that, fall is already here. So fall sports are happening. Soccer starts this weekend at the park, so we're excited. So any questions for us at the rec center right now?
Questions, council? Nope, you're doing great, Megan.
Awesome. Well, thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you. Chief Brown?
Well, Mayor, Council, in addition to the briefing that I said, the briefing kind of contains the brunt of the calls that we go on. When we're not responding on those, we're going to do another activities. We've had a little bit of activity up on the Murdoch Trail with our bike patrol. When we're not doing that, we've put the speed trailers out there. Today it was on 1300 West. We've had it on 1500 North a couple of times. We have one speed trailer. We've looked into getting a second one. Those prices range anywhere from $12,000 to $18,000. Flux says they could put one above a plate reader. They offered that for $25,000. I think they think pretty highly of their product, but we probably need another one out there, either just to provide that enforcement, to slow some vehicles down, because half the time the crews that are out there, you have a three-man crew, and they get tied up on an injury accident or a domestic violence. You've seen a a lot of those in the last week or something like that. So it's not a lot of time to go out there and do speed enforcement. But between the calls, our traffic stops are holding steady. The officers are keeping busy. We're a little shorthanded. We're down one officer who's off on maternity leave. We have another opening, so we'll be looking to hire another officer. We're down 2 part-time records. The one that the council gave us, we're looking to fill that position. And then another part-time position on a day's notice. She resigned and moved back to Florida. So now we're down 2 people in the front office. So we're just got to find some people to hire. But other than that, I mean, we're staying on top of things. There's no big whodunit at the moment that we haven't solved. We're kind of staying on top of things. And it's August, but we are already booked and busy until Christmas, right? The fall brings up football games. You know, we'll be helping BYU out on home games, high school football games, all kinds of activities. Training classes, we've already got scheduled training for some of our officers. It's homicide school, it's a narcotics conference, it's firearms training, it's first aid training. Every month we've got mandatory training from here till December. So these guys are busy, and on top of everything else that comes our way, we've added some other stuff that we would like them to be in attendance to. Actually, we told them they'll be in attendance to. So we're busy from now till the end of the year, but nobody complaining. We like it. We like what we do. So we did crash the car today, or somebody crashed our car. An errant tire was bouncing down the road, and our officer decided to stop it with the front of his car, and he did. So, but it took off the front bumper, so yeah, we kept that from smashing somebody else. So just another day at the office. So, do you have any questions?
Hey, Chief, we were talking, last year we had a kind of a conversation about the Sur-On bikes and kind of the unauthorized vehicles that are out there on the street, kind of sometimes dangerously so. Have you noticed, it sounds like you've been busy with some other stuff, but have you noticed any of those issues?
We've made numerous traffic stops and citations issued on bikes that should not be out there, and some speed violations on some of these bikes that have been hauling. We still have a problem. There's still younger juveniles that are just, you know, just speeding up and down the streets. I walk 1500 North every night, and they're flying by, and it's dark, and these kids are flying down there. I'm afraid somebody's going to crash and get seriously injured and stuff like that. They just have no regard for their own safety, and we've already had a couple involved in accidents with cars. Cars don't seem just like motorcycles. We had a couple of those a week ago, and so yeah, I don't know if it's going to get worse before it gets better, but it's steady. But yeah, the officers are out there, and they're making traffic stops, but it's always being in the right place at the right time, right? Golf carts on the street, I've seen a couple of those still partying around at night, late at night, with 7 kids on the cart. You know, that's a problem. And so all these things are, happens here, happens there, various parts of the city, and sometimes you're in the right place, and sometimes you're down on a injury accident down on State Street. So that's kind of where we're at. You know, we're busy, we're holding steady, but we might get behind. I don't know. We'll keep in track of our stats, but someday down the road we're going to need some more help. We'll see. But that'll be conversation for another time. But other than that, it's all good. Your city's in good hands, right?
We are grateful for that, and we know that.
Yeah,
So
I
thank
like
you.
coming to work every day. I'll be walking your neighborhood tonight, Todd, late, to get my steps in.
Okay, you'll probably run into my wife and I,
I'll be out.
as we have in the past.
I'll be out. So, yeah, but we like it. We got some good officers. Our youngest officers are, boy, they're passionate about doing good police work. I don't know if you've met all of them, but they are fantastic. The one kid in the academy that's slated to graduate September the 18th is fantastic. He's probably the top physical fitness performer. So we got a runner coming up. So yeah, he's good. So anyway, life's good. We like it.
Thanks, Chief.
Thanks, Chief. Yeah, I know you just can't keep up with, and especially the kids. There was a kid on a motorbike, and I was on First West, headed north by the cemetery, and all of a sudden, he goes by me in a flash. Must have been going 40, 50 miles an hour. Went up, so he went across the double yellows, and then he did two more vehicles that were in front of me out there, and then he headed down 1100 North, and you say, you know, if we just had an officer here,
Yeah.
that kid would have had a
They,
ticket.
they
big
just
time.
think they're invincible, and we're headed for a serious accident that'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
shocking
Well,
to the citizens when
yeah.
when they see that.
So
And
they're
and
quiet. These machines are quiet, so you can't hear them coming.
You don't hear them coming.
Oh, it was motorbike. No, the Surons, the part that scares me the most, not just the speed, because they are powerful, but they're quiet. You have no idea they're coming.
All of a sudden, they're there, so, yep. So we have our challenges ahead of us, and we'll take them as they come, so,
Okay, thanks, Chief.
thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, we'll turn time back over to our city administrator for some, Denise, did you have anything?
Sierra's going to come up and help me. So last week, sent the budget book to GFOA
Yeah,
for certification, and I sent everyone an email and sent a link, but we're just going to bring it up really quick, and I want to thank Sierra. She took us to a whole new level, and so I think as you look at the budget book, her expertise and those type of things were really great to move this document to
Yeah,
the
I have
next
to say,
level.
for me, it was helpful to see a lot of the graphics and a lot of the summaries that just made it a lot more understandable for me. So I really appreciate it. Good job, Sierra. Thank you.
Yeah,
That was a
thank
great
you.
job.
So, just a couple. Sierra, how do I, can I do a
Just scroll.
duplicate screen? Or just, do we want to just scroll? There we go. And so, something that Sierra,
Wait, you're just gonna go right past the distinguished award?
oh, yeah, that was last year, right? Yeah.
I know, but I just wanted her to slow down for 10 seconds.
So just a couple of things, just the new look, I think is really great. I feel like it brings, and then Sierra has linked the table of contents on like every page. There's a little thing if you want to show them, Sierra. So you can be at the bottom of the document, and you can click, it'll take you back to the table of contents versus trying to go, I was trying to look for the water or whatever. So really dynamic there. And then a couple of things, she actually added City at a Glance that we haven't had. And just a lot.
Wait, you're just scrolling over the city administrator's email? Did Denise and Sierra
We
wrote
could
for me?
slow
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
There are pages where we could slow down.
Okay, keep going.
And so, so just
Oh my
just some
gosh,
really
that was so
dynamic,
very
fun
long
things.
ago. Can we get
Oh,
new
man, we gotta
pictures?
update those
Oh my
pictures. That was a half a
gosh.
body ago.
Yeah, you guys,
You need to speed up on that one.
so just a couple of things that Sierra added these in, and I think they really add. We've had them in our PAFR, which is just our compressed financial report, but just some things at a glance, and then the next one, just some things that have been going on in the city.
Can I just say one thing here? I would love these 2 pages to go out to the residents in a mail.
And not only would we like that, we're asking this to be done. So Scott or
Yeah,
someone.
we did it last year. I mean, we sent one out last year. We can do it again.
Please, because this
Yeah.
is very
This
very
is
good.
really good.
At the minimum on social media.
Yeah. And then we'll just show you a couple more things. In the, I think it's the revenue and taxation document, she just added some really things on the side. That's just our sales tax. And it's just a picture versus, it tells you everything in there in the narrative, but, so just a lot of things clear through the document. So if you guys take a look and just, I feel like it's really fun. I really appreciate Sierra. It doesn't look like an accountant prepared it, I don't think.
No, it
So-
looks- it's like artsy. It's like
Yeah,
really good.
So it's, the numbers are still all there and everything, but I really
Somebody has
appreciate
a
Sierra,
Canva
and I
account.
think,
Well, and I like the graphics and icons. It makes it easy to read. You know what you're
Yeah.
looking at. Like it's really user friendly for
Yeah.
the community, which
and
is
just
what we want.
adding just pictures, just clear
Yeah.
throughout the document versus just, some spreadsheets and everything. So, yeah, I really appreciate Sierra and all her help, and so.
And we really appreciate, we had a couple community members like Kat Polson and Drew Armstrong that let us use their photos
Yeah.
throughout.
Oh,
the
cool.
document.
That's great.
So, yeah, so if you haven't looked at it, go ahead, and then if you have any questions, then, but it's been out on the website for a little over a week. So it's out there and it's submitted to GFOA, so, that's about it, but.
Yeah, I really like that.
Thank you. It's terrific. I really,
Just
you know,
terrific.
you really upped our game here, so anyway.
Thank you.
You're really making Denise look good, okay? Wendy. Tina.
Just two things. One real quick report back for Councilmember Rogers on the roof repair of the rec center. The actual receipt total for the repairs was $128,000 and change. We had already gotten $57,000. They gave us $70,000 worth of the depreciation, so there was zero loss there. And the only loss we had was the $1,000 deductible. So we got almost every penny that we spent. And then the other thing was just to let the council know that we will be getting a law clerk from BYU, I believe. There's one from the U and there's one from BYU, and I think the BYU one is the one we're going to get for the fall semester, which we haven't had a law clerk for a long time because we really haven't had space to put them. But the prosecutor's willing to supervise and find them a spot, so we're going to try that again. And then just to follow up on our work session conversation about the legislature and development statutes, just to give you a flavor of what's actually going on, there's the larger discussion, right, about local authority and our ability to regulate our zoning ordinances. But in the last few years, every single session, we have been faced with legislation that is in a developer's favor and erodes our local control. For example, we're dealing right now with a law that was passed a year or so ago that says we cannot require any wider of a local street than 32 feet of pavement. And if we do require that, we have to pay for the difference in the asphalt width, which 32 feet is, you know, that's debatable as to whether or not that's wide enough. Some communities think it is, some don't. The other thing is they've mandated that we can no longer require the enough extra parking for accessory dwelling units. They have restricted our ability to require sufficient parking for that. And then the other thing that they've done recently is they have basically required us to have permit accessory dwelling units in a certain percentage of our city. So those are the practical things that are coming down from the legislature that impact us on a daily and weekly basis as we're dealing with developers. So when you have those conversations with the legislators, just know that their philosophy is that the cost of a house is all our fault, and that if cities will just continue to shave the costs down for the developer, that somehow magically that gets passed on to the home buyer, which the league is in the process of trying to gather data to disprove that theory, right? They want to see if all these changes that we've been mandated to make actually result in lower home prices. As far as I know, we don't have data results on that yet, but just keep that in mind. And yes, we should be having meetings with our local legislators, but you guys are elected officials. They listen to elected officials, so reach out on your own whenever you can to express your concerns.
Thank you, Tina. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
Gosh, so many things I want to say.
Sierra, do you have anything else for us? Okay, we'll turn time over to Scott.
Just for scheduling purposes, you know about Summerbration this Thursday. We also have a ribbon cutting at noon. Pando ribbon cutting, I think Diana.
What is Pendo?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Sorry, no, that was an inside
I'll let
joke.
Diana explain it.
Inside joke. Sorry, Diana.
Okay.
We'll be there.
Yeah, so that's, and I have the address. I sent it out to you, so you'll have the address there. Also, next Monday, 6 o'clock is the PG pool party Dinner starts at 6 and then swimming afterwards, so that's what we have for
Who's the
schedules.
caterer?
We're going to do Wallabies, I think.
Wallabies.
Yep.
And what day was that? That's on our calendar. I
Yeah,
believe.
I sent that on your calendar. It's next week.
Okay, 6
Next-
o'clock
Next
on the
Monday
11th.
at 6 o'clock.
Thank you.
Okay.
I also sent you an email. I'm gone the rest of the week. I do have a daughter getting married tomorrow. It's my first. Okay. So I'm like a dad that's still trying to figure out what's going on. Super excited. It's going to be an awesome day, but I will not be available. Tina, if you have any questions or concerns, can handle whatever we need. I'll be back on Monday.
I think Scott was going to have an open bar at the Grove Station
Open
for all
bar.
of us, so anyway.
It's a soda bar, but it's open.
We'll be there. So anyway, all right. Eric, do you have anything for us?
Well, Scott, already, we'll let Diana explain to us the company name Aspen or whatever it means. At noon, I'll let her take that. We do have our 5th annual pickleball tournament for the chamber coming up. I think that was sent out, so be competitive. That's it.
Okay, Todd?
No.
Sid?
Yeah, this for Scott. Where are we at with the Fox's request for the Bezant name change? And also, I had brought up about memorials in the city and about getting like a policy around that.
Yeah, so I believe Tina emailed you the policy on the memorials, if I
Okay.
remember right. She sent it to all of you.
Thank you. I'll double check that.
And then the other one we're still working on. We're talking with other cities on how they do that and following up with that, but that's still on our radar to have something sooner rather than later as far as the policy on
Okay.
that.
Like by next meeting or?
I don't
not
think
that
we'll
soon?
have it by next Thursday, but
Okay,
yeah, but maybe the first meeting in September, we can be there.
okay. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Diana?
Yes, on Thursday at noon, the chamber is going to come and do a ribbon cutting for a company that I'm part owner in. It's called Pando Club. Pando, by the way, Todd, Utah is home to the largest, oldest, heaviest living organism in the world. And it is a single tree. It's an aspen tree, but it has 47,000 roots, shoots.
Where's it located?
It's in between here and Vernal.
Fish Lake, Fish Lake.
No, it's Skinwalker Ranch.
Anyway, so this is just a really cool office space. It's on the 4th floor of the Tribe House building, and there's several entities that have their offices there, and that's what it's this group of collective businesses that are building each other up.
We're doing 2 ribbon cuttings, right?
You're doing 2 ribbon cuttings. One of them is for Pando Club, and one of them is for Keystone Medical, and that's a nurse practitioner that's in that office space. So it's really fun.
Looking forward to it. We'll be there.
Thank you.
Steve?
Nope. No, thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Well, thanks, Council. We got school starting here and real quick here in a couple of weeks. And so the kids will be back in school. Need to be aware of that and everything that goes on with them. And next Tuesday, we got a big election. And so make sure you get your
Ballots
ballots
in.
deposited in the box out there. But other than that, unless the council has anything else or anybody else has anything, ask for a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, make a motion that we adjourn.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?